How's she going, boys? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampie's Workshop. Boys, I love it when you drop in the shop. But we're not in the shop today. We're out here in the lake room, looking out over the lake. She's foggy, miserable, wet, misty, drizzly, chilly, damp morning here at the lake today. So not much going on outside today, too wet. But I have an inside project. And what I'm up to today is Nanny's tablet here. She has a Samsung Galaxy Tab 8A, I think it's called. I'm not sure the number. I'll put the model number in the description down below. Anyway, Nanny's tablet here, she uses it a lot, but there's a problem with it in that the battery won't hold a charge. Now, you use it for a very short while and the battery goes down to pretty near nothing. So she has to keep it plugged in all the time to use, and that's kind of a pain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the battery in the Samsung Galaxy Tab 8A tablet today, or try to. So in order to change the battery, of course you need a battery, right? So I went on Amazon, where else, and I ordered this battery, and I'll put an affiliate link down below for the battery. So there's the battery for the tablet. You just put that up there. Also, what came with it is this handy dandy set of essential tooling that you need apparently to take the back off the tablet. So we'll get into that in a sec. But first of all, we want to get in here and turn the tablet off. So that's step one. And it says power off. Yes, please. Now we want to take the tablet out of this case. By the way, I'll put a link too for these cases. This one's getting pretty wore out. We should get another one. But if you have a tablet, no doubt you understand and know that having a case is essential, right? So there's our tablet, and the battery is inside the back here. This, by the way, it's an SM-T350. So there you go. All right. Now, the tablets also come with this little secret door here on the side. I don't know if there's a secret door or not, but anyway, inside the secret door there's an SD card. And when I read about how to change the battery, they recommend taking the SD card out. So I'll do that. I'll put the SD card in there. Don't let me forget where that went. Alright, so now that that's out, we're going to try and take the back off this. So they have some pretty fancy tools here for this job. A couple of these look like little baby tire spoons. But I was looking online, of course, on how to change the battery, and they say the hardest part is to get this back cover off. And you have to start by sort of wedging these down inside here, somehow or other. I've never ever changed a battery in these, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it or not. This may be the world's shortest video. Oh, there we go. Anyway, what I'm trying to do is this little joint right here between the back and the faceplate. We have to get in there and pry that apart. You want to do that without causing a lot of damage to anything, right? Because we'd kind of like this tablet to work again when we're finished. So we get that started, and we just sort of work our way around it. Yeah, I guess once you get it started, it goes, well, this, anyway, it seems to be going not too bad. Just takes your time, I guess, and patience, which I have an abundance of. Alright, I'm going to wrestle with this to get that off, and then I'll come back and show you the results. Okay, what I'm finding is if you get your these little tools, whichever one you want to use, just so happens I'm using this one that looks like a guitar pick. If you get that in that slot, and then if you just slide it around, it seems like it'll just open things up for you. rather than try to pry on it. Just sliding it along works. See that? That went pretty slick, didn't it? Okay, now we want to make sure that it's still off. Here's as it is. Now we take the back off it. Voila! First of all, we're going to look at a few things here, and we see it's a Samsung battery, and it says pull hands only right here. There's the battery connection is right here, but I don't know why we need to pull this, but anyway, we will. This is what it says. The thing, when I received this battery in the mail from Amazon, there was absolutely no instructions with it, right? That's just all that showed up. I went online, like I say, to try to find out what to do next, and that's how I discovered to take the back off. Now it says to pull this with hands only, so I was just picking at it with this to try to get the battery out, but I think that's why it says here pull with hands only, because this is the way we have to get the battery out, because the battery is in there pretty good, I have to say. Oh yeah. Close your voice. I don't want to pull too vicious on it because I don't want to break it. There we go. Man, oh man. That battery was in there pretty darn good, I'd say. Alright. Now, this little battery connection, let me check the other one here and see. I'm not sure how that comes apart. I guess it just pulls out. Anyway, it came out and it didn't break anything. I see the connector is still intact. So, now it's time to put the new battery back in place. So, we're going to connect the battery up here first to make sure that that goes on okay. What that connector is, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but there's multiple conductors in there, and this connector has little slots in it at the top here, and those slots fit against these terminals, and you just press it down to make the connection. Just like that. You hear it click when it goes in. I think we got her. So that battery goes in there like so. And just making sure that that connector is pushed in place. Takes a little bit of force to get that connector to click down to make contact with its mating surfaces. Okay, so my battery's in place, and I think I have it plugged in correctly. We're going to put the back on. So there's the lens, there's the camera, there's the microphone and a microphone, so we'll just set that on there like so. Push down on it. You can hear it clicking as it goes in place. Make sure that it clicks all the way around and that all sides are nice and tight. That one there she goes. Along there, looks good. Now we're going to open our little secret door again. Put our SD card back in. Push that in till it clicks. And close the secret compartment. And now I wonder if there's enough juice in it to turn it on. There you go, Samsung Galaxy Tab A. There we go. This is for 47% power. So, alright, looks like it's working. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back in its little jacket here. handy dandy case. So now what I have to do is go plug this in and charge it up, and then we'll use it and use it and use it till it discharges. Then we charge it up again. We do that 3 times, and then it should be good for normal operation. I think we have a good working tablet again. So that's how you can renew old tablets if the batteries aren't working in them. So you know what? I've never ever changed a battery in a tablet before. Never done anything like this before, right? So because I did it, I think anyone can do it. To me, the trickiest part of this was getting the case off. But once I discovered that if you get that little tool wedged between the back plastic case and the front bezel, if you just slide that along the joint, then the joint will open up pretty easy. And once I did that, I mean, the back came off pretty simple. The battery was stuck in its little enclosure there, really good. But we got that out. And then the other tricky part I found was the little battery connector, the wiring connector. I wasn't exactly sure how to get that apart. That's why it was tricky. But once I just kind of popped it off, I realized that's how it went together. Then when you put the other battery in, make sure you push that connector down in good and tight to make sure all the connections are made properly, and you can feel it when you're pushing it down. It clicks a little bit as you're pushing it in, so you know that it's seated well. And then put the back on, make sure it's snapped up good. Hey, and it works, so. Please have a good week, and thanks a lot for dropping in. I sure appreciate it. And we'll talk to you.